Hello everybody. Well, amazingly, we're 12 days in of 26, January 12th today of 2026. And I'm in the middle of procrastinating. I was going to do a cold start on that D4, but it's like 1 degree, so it's not really a cold start. I'd like it to at least be freezing. And yeah, so I changed directions and I'm back here on the 922. I'm going to start it up instead and exercise some hydraulics, see what we got going on there. I said I was going to work out the electrical, and what I was really intending on doing is to go right through the electrical, but I really hate electrical, so here I just Mickey Moused my fuel pump back in, and I had to buy a new strap, grounding strap, because I determined that that's why my glow plugs weren't working all the time, just intermittently. The two electrical parts that I did buy was this here push button. It's actually a horn button. And then that strap right there. And these are well, bought at the local automotive supply, but made by Pico Canada. Well, not made. They're just collected from Asia somewhere and sold. And just a couple of comments about those. The ring terminal just pulled off with a normal little tug with your fingers, pulled right off that cable. Not that that's a big deal, because I had to get a bigger ring terminal to go onto this big negative bolt here. So anyway, that's the parts are quality, but the manufacturing sucks. They never crimped the terminal on there hard enough so it came off easily. And that push button, that horn button, the materials are so slight and weak that I'm going to have to just throw that away. I've already used it, so I can't take it back, get my money back, I guess. But the brass terminal that the screw screws into to attach your wire ring terminal is just a really thin plate of copper, and the threads of the screw just pulled right out before you even get it really tight. So it's kind of disappointing. I do have this one bought at the same store, but made or distributed by a different manufacturer. Probably from Asia as well, but just saying. Back to this big terminal on the starter. That's the negative post directly from the isolator switch, or basically the battery. And amazingly, you would think that that post, it bolts the negative cable to the starter. You would think that would go right through to the body of the starter to the block of the engine, but it is an isolated terminal, so you need a separate strap to go from your negative battery down to the chassis or the block or something. And I chose to go right off the cable here to the block because that's where it was originally. But anyway, let's move along. Okay, first off, I just got to connect the, you can hear the fuel pump going, and on the dash, we got fuel pressure. Say from there, I'm just going to push on this here button, and I know it's working because I heard a difference in the fuel pump. So we'll just let it go for 30 seconds or so, and then hit the starter, see what happens. If it don't work, we'll try it again, and if not, we'll use the summer air on it. Well, we're going to have to charge up these batteries. Dang it. Okay, a little while later, I got a charger on, it's two batteries in here, it's 24 volt. So I got a battery charger on the one, but I got the Clark over here with a booster cable, and I'm going to start it up to run the boosters on the other battery, and hopefully that's going to start the old girl up. But we'll see what happens. All right, we've got the Clark running, and let's see if we can get her to roll over. Doing a little bit of preheating on the, what do you call them? Igniters. We'll see what happens. Almost. We'll give her another little bit. Kind of rough, but it's running. We'll let it warm up a little bit. I guess we better put a little air in this tire. Pretty bad shape. It doesn't really hold air long, maybe 5-6 hours, and it'll be flat again, but it's going to be good enough to run the old girl around. We're going to do the first scoop in 35 years. Okay, I got that tire pumped up good enough for now anyway, and so I'm going to get in the machine and rev her up a little bit, and we're going to raise the hydraulics and take a look at the shafts and the cylinders, see how they look. I think they're pretty good, actually. These rams for the bucket are actually in really nice shape. Neither one is leaking, and there's no missing chrome on either one of them. And that goes with the main boom lifts. They're high chrome, and boy, they're looking in really good shape. And again, not leaking. This here, probably going to take this off because most of it is missing, is for the automatic bucket set. So anyway, another interesting thing. I was just in Gilbert's Auto Supply there, and they had this garden tractor seat that you want to get rid of, so I got it. So it's going to be a nice addition to this machine. Okay, I'm going to get in the machine again, and I'm going to set the bucket so that it's easy to hit the ground so I can stop the machine, because there's still no brakes on this old girl, and I got to turn it that way, and I'm going to come in this way again. So anyway, it should work out all right. Oh, by the way, James, call Karen. Okay, well that's kind of disappointing. I did change the filter on the torque converter, But now when it's running, there's no oil on the stick, so it's not going to go forward or back. So I'm going to have to give up on it for today. Go into town and get another pail of ATF, I guess, that transmission fluid. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Well, here it is the next morning. Actually, by now it's afternoon. Had to go to town, get a 5-gallon pail of oil. Got that topped up. Got it started again. Warmed up, and I've actually moved it around a little bit. But I realize now I got some problems with the shifter mechanisms, the mechanical linkages in the shifter from 4-wheel, low, high, and range selector, first, second. Everything's so warm. I'm going to have to take that all apart and shim it up or do something with it. But anyway, it's good enough to run. So from this point, I'm just going to get in it, and we're going to go up ahead and hopefully take the first scoop in 35 years. I'm not an operator, and this thing doesn't work that great, so don't be too hard on me. Well, if anything, I've noticed in the snow these tires are pretty slippery. They got no traction, so that's why there's chains. I don't have the chains on it, but I'm going to try another attempt here and try to scoop up a little more. At this time, we're going to interrupt our regular viewing pleasure just so as Milt can have a little bit of a rant and explain what's going on with Saddle View projects. Stay tuned for that. Well, like Clarence was saying out there, I'm going to take a little bit of a break in the programming here. And I got a few things to say about, just a little bit of a rant here about what's been going on my channel here for the last year. And yeah, I'm in the middle of just editing that this last video I just completed here. So I figured I'm going to stick this in. It's kind of like an advertisement or a commercial or something or other, but it's just me ranting, so bear with me. Over the last year, I was monetized and then demonetized for, I don't really know the reason. I've been communicating with YouTube for months, and I don't really seem to get anywhere with it. I'm still going to keep on trying to work around their, what was their term on it? The criteria. I'm not meeting the criteria somehow or another, but as far as when I go through the process, all the criteria is there, tax info, banking, no strikes, no, what do you call it there? I'm not using anybody else's material, so, there's no strikes in that regard there, for copyright, I guess is the word. And no political views, no religious views, no nothing like that. It's just recovering old junk, doing the best I can, putting this thing together and getting it to run. So I'm at a standstill with it. I'm going to keep on going with it, but as you've seen in the intro, it's mentioned Saddle View projects. Now, if you take it upon yourself, if you want to Google Saddle View projects on the YouTube world, it'll come up with my new channel. It's still me doing the same stuff. I've only got 2 or 3 videos on there at this point in time, just trying to set it up and do this, do that. But whatever the videos are, they're the same that's what's on Beach and Living Like a Boss currently. So what my plan is, I'm going to keep on trying to figure this out through YouTube and trying to get the thing remonetized, because not that I'm going to make a lot of money on the monetization, that's for sure, but it's just a few pesos wouldn't be a bad idea, wouldn't mind it. So what I'm going to do is keep on trying to get this solved, but meanwhile I've got another channel opened up, and if I can't go any further with this Beach and Living Like a Boss, I'm just going to try building up a subscription on the new channel and try it again, try to get monetized via that way, but it's still going to be the same channel with just a different name. Anyway, we'll be updating a few things as we go along on future videos and whatnot, but that's all I got to say about it. I'm going to have other things to say about it in the future as time goes on. But the link to that new channel will be in the description of this video. So if you want to just click on the link and hopefully subscribe, it'll kick me off in the right direction on that new channel. Try to get a hold of it, and once I do get that 500 subscriptions on that, I'll concentrate more on that channel than this channel, trying to get monetized. So anyway, that's all I got for now. Enjoy the rest of the video. Bye for now. Well, there we have it. We never had much of a bucket full, but it's more than it's had in its bucket for 35 years, that's for sure. A few things quite obvious. These tires are useless on the snow and ice. They just spin, got no traction. But I do have a full set of wheel or tire chains to go on the front, so we'll do that. But I've got it in front of the welding area here because I got to do a couple of things up here for the canopy there, weld it back into place so the mounts are good again, so as I can even start at the electrical. And I got to remove the seat again just to get in to where all the two levers are for high, low range and different gearing, 2-wheel, 4-wheel drive. The pivot there is so worn out and wobbly that it can't maneuver anything into the proper detent. The hydraulics work fine. The engine kind of sucks. It's worn out. It's done. But yeah, we got a lot of work ahead of us. So anyway, we'll catch up to you on the next one. Bye for now.